You see, my gorgeous Taurinis, you see, as much as it's important to actually embrace your uniqueness, really, on the 12th of January 2021, but it is also as important to understand that you are going to actually see things in a completely different light. And this is really important, and this is really powerful, and this is really significant moment, because on one hand, you know, it is just basically going to be a time where you're going to feel the motivation and inspiration, but then on another hand, it's all about you understanding the situation, an important situation from a completely different angle, but that is going to open so many doors for you, and you will see what I mean, because it's to do with the vision that you're actually going to have at the end of this month, at the end of January 2021. And this, my babies, it's all most certainly going to be so importantly connected, my Lord. So I am talking about the actual 12th of January 2021. I need you to be as open-minded as possible, okay? Because, you know, at the same time, it's about the motivation, it's about the inspiration, it's about the fact that you're going to move forward with an open mind, and that is absolutely going to change everything. I want to say that this is the 12th of January is just going to be such an important moment for you, because it's just on one hand, as I said, it's going to help you to see things in a completely different light. And this particular light, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's what you have been actually waiting for. On one hand, it's going to be a responsible moment in time that you're actually going to have. Not responsible, but you are at the same time going to be rewarded, for the responsibility that you were doing, for certain things that you have been doing over the last 24 months that were really good, my babies. And this is remarkable moment in time, because it's karmically, it's going to be important. So you are at the same time going to get a reward, karmic reward. And what does that mean? That means that, you know, the certain specific part of your life is coming to an end, but you are having a really rather vivid power, you know, rather significant, rather strong power in order to plant something really significant. Whether you're trying to plant something really significant, my gorgeous Taurinis, you know, when I say planting something really significant, it means you starting something so important, so powerful and so significant this month, which is most certainly going to have a really important stage in May and June 2021. So this is going to lead towards you making a critical judgment. So I'm still talking about the 12th of January, and I'm still talking about the fact how important this date is actually going to be, because this is all going to boil to one particular fact. You are not only going to have your eyes wide open, not only you're going to have the ability to understand things from a completely different angles, but this is, my babies, all coming, and it's happening at such a specific time, where at the same time you're going to get a karmic reward. And this, most certainly, it is just going to help you to have this particular critical judgment in between the 12th of January and the 31st of January. You are going to make this critical judgment, but it's all going to stem, and it's all going to start happening, and it's all going to start changing from you on the actual 12th of January, because this is the time when you're most certainly going to you're just about to walk through the door. You're about to walk through your own portal, and this portal is just going to be, as I said, it's going to make you to have a critical mind, critical judgment. But this indeed is going to be very important, because at the same time, this judgment is just going to bring you the beginning of such a powerful stage of your life on the 31st of January 2021. So it's about the balance being restored. Your balance is about to be restored, and you are going to feel this. You're going to sense this. You will know this in January like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Taurinis. By the time you get there, you will see exactly what I mean. Don't forget, it's to do with the vision, and don't forget, it's to do with the seed that you are going to plant. Don't forget about that particular seed. And when I say that you are going to plant the seed, what I was going to say before, it's a particular important stage of your life is slowly came to an end, okay? So there's still going to be a bit of like a time to work on within the first 12 days of January, but you don't even have to do anything. As long as you're as open-minded, and as long as you're paying attention that are on your mind, and as long as you're paying attention to those things that are like kind of like connected to some kind of unfinished situation or unfinished businesses, it's very, very important to try to just go with this particular flow. And this way you get the most of it. And when I say that you're going to plant the spiritual, important, powerful seed, it means, of course, that you're going to start a process, and it is just going to be so much bigger than you think. It's going to be so much more important than you think, and it's going to be so much more significant than you think. So it's going to be something really tiny that you're going to start, but then again, it is just going to reflect on your whole life in the actual 2021. So this is how important this is going to be. This is how significant this is going to be, my gorgeous Taurinis. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous, my precious, my beautiful, my ambitious Taurinis, Taurus, and it's for January 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Taurinis, and it's for January 2021. And of course, your number is number 555. What a powerful, what a strong number you actually having. And this is so much so to do with doubling up what I said before. It's about a vision. It's about the idea. It's about the plan that you're going to have. But also it's going to be highlighted at the moment in time when your babies, my gorgeous Taurinis, when you least expected. At the moment when you're doing something good. At the moment when you're doing something that you really enjoy. At the moment when your mind just goes off a little bit, you know, like into all sorts of dimensions, babies. This is the time when you think so beautifully. This is the time when your life is about to have a balance restored through this type of situation. Let me just tell you that number 555 in numerology means that, especially when it comes to the actual month of January, you are going to have a really powerful vision. And the vision that you're going to have, you're not going to be able to explain. It's going to feel a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit strange. It's going to feel a little bit bizarre. But you will know at the same time that there are going to be so many elements around it that you feel connected to it. And this is only going to be the beginning. So expect this particular vision that I'm talking about. And that vision is like kind of like almost like a baby push in the right direction. Almost like being pushed towards the direction that you already have been on. But then you had like a lots of, am I doing the right thing? Oh, I'm not too sure. Oh my God. You know, it's like there are lots of elements and feelings of uncertainty that you're actually having. So this is all about this very strong and powerful like Vavavumish confirmation that you are going to have. Number 555 in numerology means this: you are slowly getting together. You are slowly coming on top. There is so much that it's actually going to come to the surface this month for you. And it really is a lot to do with the waiting time, with the waiting game and things like that. But then again, it's also realizing, you know, that is so much to do with your own uniqueness. Remember what I said before. You have been doing something wonderful, something really good for somebody else, and I love you so much for it. Mwah, my gorgeous Taurinis. It means that you were really unselfish and not selfish. I'm not saying that you're selfish or anything like that, but it's just meaning that this karmic reward, it is going to have like a huge significance, and that in itself it's also going to be rather remarkable. Number 555 also means, my gorgeous Taurinis, you know that there is a certain justice, you know, there is a justice that you're going to hear about. There is a justice that is going to mean to you so much. There is a justice that is going to be on your mind quite a lot. There is a very positive outcome around the certain elements of justice that you're actually going to have. And I have to say that on one hand, you're going to be aware of the certain justice and you're going to like it. It's going to put a big smile on your face. But then on another hand, you are yourself most certainly personally going to be dealing with something, you know. It is the very long journey, my babies, this is coming from. It is a very long path, my gorgeous Taurinis, this is coming from the time when you went through something really difficult, something really heavy, something really emotional, whether this was a loss of someone or whether it was something on that element, you know. It's just as difficult, it's so hard to deal with this, you know. You were hurt at that moment in time, very, very much so, very badly, and it affected you in many different ways. So this kind of like something happened along the way to you within the last few years, and it's just slowed down the certain process, you know. And this is also to do with the justice, and it's also to do with the time when things are going to start moving on. And do you see what I mean? So it was like to do with within the last few years when you've lost someone or something very difficult like that happened on that particular a scale where emotions are really high and things like that. Well, this is the time when something happened when it comes to the justice and something was kind of prolonged. So this is exact moment, exact thing that you're actually going to deal with it, because it was like almost like not really great justice like kind of happened to you. So now this is going to be unfolded, because you are going to hear a very important information, and this is to do with you, and it's going to be required from you to kind of step forward, my baby, step forward and step into the light, my babies, because it's important to do this, because I know that there are going to be little elements of fear around it, and I know that there are going to be little elements of unknown that are going to be kind of not blocking you, but are going to get you kind of like a maybe stop on the way. It will stop you on the way every now and then, and it's just so important to kind of ignore any type of fear, because fear is terrible, fear is horrible, fear is really unnecessary, because you know, sometimes of course fear can indicate like things that we should pay attention to, but sometimes fear can work against us, because we respond in a certain way, and the way we respond is not what we are or who we are, purely because we haven't been ourselves. You are going to deal with an issue of justice, and I want to say it's important to understand to be impartial and objective. Okay, I want to say to you, my gorgeous Taurinis, that you also need to kind of like it's a lot to do with like you understanding to see the whole side of the situation, but then again it's to do with the fact that you are gonna win, and also it's very, very important to understand that you will most certainly will win, and it's a lot, and it's even more important, to understand that you actually must be as open as you can when it comes to explaining yourself. Please, explaining yourself, expressing yourself, communicating. Taurinis, the more you communicate, the more you explain yourself, the more you express yourself, the more you speak your truth, my baby, the more you're gonna get out of it. It is all about you be as open as you can, not only open-minded, baby, but it's about communication. This month is the most important month, like in such a long time, when it comes to you communicating, you talking, you explaining yourself, and not leaving anything aside. Okay, on another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Taurin, is that you're also going to have, this is number 555, my babies. So not that long ago, you kind of stepped into the certain waters. When I said that you stepped into the certain waters, you started like enjoying something, you started like doing something where you are kind of enjoying yourself. You started living your life in a certain way, you're expressing yourself the way you want to. I'm not saying that you're not doing this normally, but most certainly not that long ago, you started something with your own uniqueness, you know, and that in itself is something that gave you little wings, you know, to fly. And this is very important to say, that this is the time of transformation, and it's very important because it is something that you started not that long ago. The certain path, it's going to lead you towards the actual victory. And if you haven't started anything new or anything like that, then it means that you were thinking about it, my babies. Maybe you didn't start physically, but you were thinking about it, you were focusing on it, it was at the back of your mind, my babies, and I can see it, cannot escape me. No, it's true, I can see it. So maybe you already started, my babies, or maybe you were just planning in your mind so much, but it is just so solid, and it's just, oh, you either started or you were either thinking about it. However, the actual answer is the same, my babies. It's about victory, 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 victory. It's fantastic. It's a victory. And also it's about a wise choice that you are going to make, my babies. You know, this month you will make a very, very wise choice, you know, and the choice that you're going to make is most certainly going to bring you really important public recognition and success, you know. This is a lot to do with a promotion, award, and a new stage, new option, a new opportunity with unlimited possibilities. Listen to me, my gorgeous Taurinis. If you are looking for work, if you are looking to advance yourself, if you are looking for some kind of promotion, don't wait, baby. Do not blocks yourself. You just sail it through like there is no tomorrow, because this is a very significant and it's very important time of victory. So if you want to talk about important things, if you want to discuss issues and things like that, most certainly this is the month. On another hand, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's just basically, it's amazing. I can see you being really mischievous, and through you being mischievous, I can see you recognizing something really important about yourself. So through you being mischievous at certain moment in time, this month, you're also going to recognize that it's time to really move on, but at the same time, it's the time for like action, but it's at the same time, you're going to realize an excellent opportunity which is going to present itself. So when you have moment of being cheeky, when you have moment of being really silly, which is going to be brilliant. It's good to be cheeky, it's good to be silly, because this way we are allowing ourselves to shine, to be ourselves, and also what else I was going to say. There is, I forgot about the actual, I didn't light the candles, I'm sorry, Taurinis. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So basically, an excellent opportunity is actually going to present itself, and just remember that the excellent opportunity is actually going to present itself at the time when you are having like a mischievous moment. When you have a mischievous moment, there are going to be people around you who really love you, or they're going to be one person around you who is very close to you, or you're about to see people, you're gonna be about to see people who you're gonna connect or reconnect with, at this time, indeed. But also very, very happy news about your career, as I said before, promotions, and even more significant is whether you're retired or whether you're not retired, whether you're working, whether you're not working, it doesn't really matter. This is all like going to be relevant here, because it's going to lead you towards the new areas of study, if I can say it like that. But this is going to be most certainly new door that is about to be open, and I really like it because I know how much you're going to show interest in this. On another hand, my gorgeous Taurinis, you are going to have a very triumphatic moment when it comes to good news, and the good news in this instance, in this case, is going to be about your financial situation, about your security. You will find yourself in an advanced stage, and I like this. It's something that you kind of expected, something that you wanted to happen, something that you were hoping to happen, but then at the same time, there are certain desires that you are going to realize almost immediately, and this is pretty much so to do with, on one hand, recognizing of the abilities that you should be paying attention to, but then at the same time, it's about the ideas that are going to be around. They're going to be very important, and they're going to be highly illuminated throughout this month. When it comes to the actual health, my gorgeous, and also, you're going to hear, but before I go on health, you're going to also hear, something is going to really surprise you this month that you're going to hear, and it's kind of going to be connected to people who are in your life, maybe your friends, maybe somebody's going to come through, maybe someone is going to let you something know, but so you're going to hear something really, really interesting, and that is going to play an important role when it comes to your feelings and emotion, because you're going to realize, and you're going to see, you're going to connect in a very deep way, and it's just emotionally you will realize what was missing in your life. But this is really good, and it's really important as well to understand. On another hand, when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's this, what I said before, I'm going to say it again, it's just so important, my lord. You need to take organic acerola cherry powder. I know I say this every time, but I'm going to say it again. I have to, because it's going to boost your immune system, and it's important. So it's organic acerola cherry powder, 1 glass of water. You take every single morning, 1 teaspoon, mix it up with the water, alongside vitamin D and also natural zinc as well. Okay, so this is the first thing in the morning, and this is a wonderful combination to boost your immune system. But also at the same time, I need you to take a natural selenium, as natural as possible. Selenium is remarkable. It's like one of the most amazing ingredients, and one of the richest foods in selenium is, of course, Brazil nuts. So you can eat like a good 5 or 6 little Brazil nuts a day, or you can just get like a natural supplement, which is selenium. And selenium is absolutely super important when it comes to boosting your immune system. But exactly at this time of the year, it's perfect. So this is going to boost your your immune system indeed. And also on another hand, what else I was going to say, if you need like something like kind of maybe for digestion and the stomach, please just try to like drink liquid like water throughout this month as much as you can. Try to avoid sweets as much as you can. Try to avoid heavy foods as much as you can. Try to avoid like a chemically, filtered foods as much as you can. Just try to eat as natural as possible. I'm not saying that you're not eating natural, but I'm just saying that this is going to help you with your stomach so much. And also a little bit of organic aloe vera juice does wonders because it has got like a healing effect on your stomach. And at the same time, I would also highly suggest to actually sip organic chamomile tea. I'm keep on saying about chamomile tea how important it is and how powerful it is and how versatile it is when it comes to its properties. It's good for so many different things. So to flush out the toxins out of the system, I would be drinking chamomile tea. That's something that you're going to find it quite beneficial in many different ways. Of course, without horrible sugar, maybe with like organic honey or maybe with organic maple syrup, for example. It's wonderful. If you're on any other medications, if you are pregnant or if you are breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor. You just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini. So now, the first day that is going to be quite significant for you, my babies, you know what? It's going to be the 2nd of January. The 2nd of January is going to be like, ooh la la. You're going to feel on one hand a little bit emotional but sensitive. You're going to feel very sensitive, but not in like a crying way or anything like that. But although you're going to be aware of your own sensitivity. And this is the time when your third psychic eye is going to kind of start opening itself, like pretty much so at this moment in time. It's going to be quite a relevant part of your journey throughout this January. But what I was going to say that the 2nd of January is, that the 2nd of January is going to do is just like kind of you're going to deal with something that you are kind of feeling not experienced with. You're going to deal with something that you may put a little blockage in front of it by thinking that you're inexperienced about, but this is part of your journey. This is part of your path, my gorgeous Taurini. So most certainly you should be dealing with this, okay? Even if you feel like a little bit uncomfortable, even if you feel a little bit uncertain, this is the time to step into the unknown. But the unknown is going to also have a beautiful reward for you. So this is what I want you to understand, and I need you to understand. On another hand, you are going to have a really important message when it comes to your relationships, and this is good because you're gonna like it. But on another hand, new emotional experience. This is what I really like. This is what I really like. What the 2nd of January is going to do. It's going to bring a new emotional experience. This will be so deep and so spiritual on so many different levels, and you will know exactly kind of what to do and which path to take. Don't worry, you will be doubting, you will be thinking about certain things, you will be kind of like contemplating, but you will most certainly be choosing the right path. So this is all about the actual and important emotional experience, which is on one hand going to help you to have a very powerful moment in time when it comes to you feeling ready for anything, and this is brilliant. But then on another hand, you are going to have a heightened psychic abilities from this moment onwards until the end of the month, and also at the same time there is a very important invitation that you're going to become aware of it. You should most certainly take it and go for it. But what I was going to say is that you're going to feel like a very beautiful inspiration when it comes to self-esteem, when it comes to courage, and this is nothing unusual because it's to do with you channeling your own knowledge, but also making that critical judgment that I was talking about before, and your balance is going to be, start getting restored here at this moment in time already. But it's to do with you feeling enlightened indeed, and this is to do with departure, journey, and most certainly an advancement into the unknown. But you are at the same time going to be aware of the certain alteration, certain edit, certain sacrifice is going to need to be made. What I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Taurini, is of course, like, what a perfect month to have a chakra pendant. If you didn't get this beautiful pendant already, I would most certainly highly suggest you to get a chakra pendant, because it's going to help you to see things through. It's going to help you with the personal balance. It's going to help you to reconnect, because this is the beautiful little pendant Ascendant is just made with a perfect amount, perfect crystals, which are going to help you with your own balance, in particular when your balance is getting restored. But also it helps you to pay attention to things you should be paying attention to, and it helps you with communication, opening your mind, opening yourself, following your own path, following your own spirituality, and get the most of it at the same time. This is so important when it comes to communication and expressing yourself as well. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Taurinis, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say that. The second important date, my gorgeous Taurinis, it's going to be on the 22nd of January. Double two, wonderful. There are two specific things that you're going to be dealing with. There are two specific things that are going to be quite important. But I want to say that, you know, God, you know, something is most certainly going to leave a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouth, because some kind of imposter is going to be revealed. I can see a little bastard here. Little bastard. An imposter is going to be revealed. So I just need to be a little bit like kind of like aware of this, and if someone or something sounds a bit off around you, you just use this, you know, for yourself, to actually remove yourself from this particular situation. So anyone is, if someone is like kind of around you, or if someone looks a little bit off, most certainly I would just move away from that person and just kind of like just try to kind of look towards a different dimension by trying or doing some, you know, something else with someone else, but not this particular person. It's going to be very interesting who this actual imposter is going to be. On another hand, the 22nd of January, like completely not related to this, I really like it. It's just a little bit of a waiting game, something that you have been waiting, but it's to do with an invitation or opportunity, okay? So it's not like, oh, you've been waiting for something. No, baby, no. You've been waiting for an important or opportunity, and on that day you will be aware of the fact that that opportunity is about to arise, and it's going to happen at around the time when there is some kind of arrival, and you are most certainly going to need to change your approach slightly. You need to change your approach slightly. You will know what am I talking about. You will know what am I referring to, okay? So you're just going to need to change your approach slightly. And also at the same time, this is so much so to do with an advancement, you know, this is going to be very attractive to you, you know, but at the same time, it's going to be some kind of request that it's going to be connected to it. Yes, you're going to find it challenging, but then do not put yourself down, baby. Do not bring yourself down. January is the month when you spread your wings and you fly. You don't keep your wings not spread. This is the time to spread your wings. Very important, because at the same time, you are going to have motivation behind someone really, really powerful in your life. Just remember that the motivation from someone on the 22nd of January, it's going to come to you, it's going to travel to you, it's going to manifest around you, whichever way it happens. Whether someone is going to call you, whether you're going to watch someone, whether you're going to see someone, whether you're going to meet up with someone, it doesn't matter. That motivation is going to be very specific and very important from someone very powerful in your life. But it's just about your own direction, and it's about this confirmation that you are going to have. You need to remember to review the past with compassion and forgiveness, because this is going to be quite important. And also, this is the time to head in a new direction, okay? Clarity on your life purpose, most certainly, and you just will know what to do. In your heart, you will know what to do. So from the 22nd of January onwards, it's a lot going to be about this specific situation. Most certainly because your psychic eye is going to be open, because you're going to feel so spiritual. You are going to have a very powerful emotional experience. This is going to open so many pathways around you. And sometimes when they open, but when they haven't been open for a while, then we get confused with the energy and with this particular vibration. Something like the actual amethyst is wonderful, because it helps you to open your third psychic eye. It helps you to be even more psychic. It helps you to understand even more around you. But also, most certainly, it's wonderful when it comes to your spiritual enlightenment. This is something that protects you, but it's also beautifully gentle enough to guide you along the way, to guide you along the journey by having this particular and specific balance. And it's also remarkable when it comes to like a basically spiritually evolving. This is like a must. This gorgeous little amethyst pendant comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Taurinis, you're also supporting my channel. Now the 31st of January, now this is a big baby here, because now the 31st of January, it's like, oh my god, I need you to like do whatever comes to you to do. I need you to throw yourself in all sorts of things, but things that make you feel good, things that make you feel alive, things that put a big smile on your face, because that is going to be the channel and the pathway which is going to bring you towards the daring situation. And you're going to be like, ooh la la, yeah baby, you know, that daring situation is at the same time going to become like basically an adventure, and this is going to be all around a certain initiative, and this is to do with a new very new big option. This is going to be very good because it's going to have unlimited possibilities, but also at the same time it's like going to bring a really good obsession, you know. An obsession, you know, it sounds like, oh my god, obsession. No baby, no, this is a good obsession because it's just going to make you feel alive again. I'm not saying that you didn't feel alive again, but you will see exactly what I mean, because this is going to re-energize you so much, and it's going to open, it's going to start, it's going to begin the certain path. Oh my god, and this is a big one, this is a strong one. This is the path towards the perfection, is the path towards the recognition, is the path towards the honor, is the path towards the ultimate change. My gorgeous Taurinis, is the 31st of January that is going to be absolutely everything, okay? And also it's like, on another hand, this is going to bring you reward from the hard work, success, and at the same time admiration from others, from things that you've done before. And this is on another hand going to strengthen you even more, confirm things to you even more, and bring you even more powerful balance when it comes to harmony, firmness into your life. You know, you're just gonna need to understand that tact is very much so necessary to maintain this particular pace. Okay, and also you know, the 31st of January is going to be rather significant when it comes to blending the ideas of others with your own to create something rather extraordinary. You know, this is going to be around a successful compromise, but then at the same time you will need to understand that you need to kind of you need to be aware of the patience and balance, you know. Just remember that basically trust your intuition and follow your heart, my gorgeous Taurinis, now more than ever. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Taurinis, I'm just going to see what is going to sorry, what is going to happen on the first week of the actual January. So you see, the first week of January is going to bring you the actual judgment, you know, and that judgment that you're gonna make is connected to actually before maybe you jumped into the conclusions, jumping to conclusions before, within the last 12 months, you jump into conclusions, and then something just took a slightly different turn. It doesn't matter, baby. This is an important part of your spiritual journey. That's why it's repeating now again. So that is connected to the actual you before jumping to conclusions. So now you're going to make the actual edit, alteration by making a judgment. You will find it challenging, but it doesn't matter, baby. It's going to make you feel overwhelmed in the best possible way. This is going to be brilliant, because there before that you had, when you had financial setbacks, this is going to lead towards the luxury and culmination. So you are doing the right things, and it's to around the changes that will start and happen at the right time of the year. Wonderful. The second part of January is going to bring you like a basically you see, the second part of January, like, ooh la la, it's also to do something that you start over the last 21 months, you know. Over the last 21 months, you were focusing on something, you were putting your energy towards something, you were projecting your energy towards something, and it was really big, but then you stopped, you see. So this is a lot this month about the continuation of things that you should be doing that is going to help with your own reflection, indeed. So it's like to do with a bit of an unfinished business, which is is now absolutely gonna come to you, and you will know, my baby, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And it's going to lead not only towards the success, but towards a really remarkable, mind-blowing recognition. The third, but which is success, baby, most certainly. The third part of the last part of January, it's going to bring you like a very important moment when it comes to relationship, because you know, for people in relationship, this is going to be a great time of getting together and achieving really good things. But then on another hand, also for the actual relationships in your life in general, this is really good, and you are going to hear from someone really important in your life who is going to get through and tell you really significant news, like a family member, a really great friend, or someone, and it's going to be connected to some kind of reconnection at the same time. Okay, also, what else I was going to say, you know, it is just at the last part of January, it is going to bring you a bit of a moment, you know, a bit of a tower situation. But you know what, this tower situation that you are going to have is just basically going to remove you from the situation. It's going to remove you from the dimension. It's going to remove you from the certain energy that does no longer serve you anymore. So this tower, it's gonna, I really see it as a positive thing at the end of actual January, because it's just going to make you change your mind a little bit. And once you change your mind, you're gonna find yourself on the path that you should have been in the first place, and it's to do with the security and power. So when there is a bit of a tower situation at the end of January, it's okay, my baby. This is a bit of a yin-yang moment, which is going to lead towards you removing yourself from situations that no longer serve you. But most importantly, it's to do with the security and power, and also the time that made you dissatisfied with so many different things in your life. This is going to be the moment of, oh my God, you know, beautiful moment of realizing, seeing, feeling the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, it's to do with the actual, you know, most certainly it's a reflection of delays and lack of motivation that you might have had over the last 6 months, you know. But then again, now this is going to bring you a wonderful inspiration and potential. So whatever comes up, you just go for it, and try to kind of like test things, try things, you know, without feeling intimidated by anything. Okay, so now my gorgeous Taurinis, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you in relationship. You know, this is a remarkable month for those of you in relationship, because it's to do with some kind of security and safety, and it's going to be very important for you, very important for your family. It's going to be very important, you know, when it comes to the family matters. But also, on another hand, you are going to have an important family matter, Eight of Cups. You see, an important family matter to actually discuss here. Very, very important. Something that, you know, it's maybe confusing you a little bit, something that you're not happy with, something that doesn't really make you excited anymore. And this is the perfect time to actually come out, you know, and talk about it, discuss this, see what you can do about it. It's certain things maybe that you're worrying about your partner. Maybe you're unhappy what your partner is doing. Maybe you're unhappy what your partner is kind of, maybe is working too much, or it's not working at all, you know. It doesn't really matter, but it's just some kind of dissatisfaction that you're just going to have to deal with it. And this is also comes under the family matters, but it's going to be absolutely fine indeed, you know. On another hand, you know, it's that like your home, Four of Coins. You see, your home also is going to play an important, a very important role here, you know. You are, as a couple, are going to have a good month, because you're going to have a reward from the actual, very, very important reward from an old age or experience, for example. But that is financially going to be very beneficial for you, and you are both going to have a very important, very impactful month when it comes to having the actual strong indication how long something is going to actually take. Number 7 is very, very strong here when it comes to the actual question, how long is something actually going to take? And that is going to be your answer. Okay, so now my gorgeous Taurinis, I'm just going to see what is actually going to happen with those of you that are single and ready to mingy. Okay. My gorgeous Taurinis, you know, for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, I am seeing you. Oh my God, you see this here, naked little lady. Yeah, you see what I mean here? Basically, this is a really good moment, you know. For those of you that are single, it's like this is going to start changing slowly, my gorgeous Taurinis, because January is beautifully going to start changing. And the way that January is going to start changing in your life, it's pretty much so a lot to do with the connections, reconnections, but it's also to do with an important conclusion. You will have a really important conclusion. You're going to hear about your personal success. You're going to hear about something, you know, that you have been like working on for a while, and now this is going to be rather successful. This is a powerful moment in time because it's all about the recognition, and it's also a powerful moment in time when it comes to the ultimate change. Why am I saying this to you now for those of you that are single? Well, because at the time when there is still going to be some kind of actual at the time, sorry, you will have the actual conclusion, an important conclusion at around the time of culmination, you know, and you will know that you're approaching the end of the problem that was really annoying you, but it was affecting you in so many different ways because it was making you feel really worried. So when you realize about this problem, there is an unexpected event which is going to occur. This unexpected event which is going to occur, it's going to require from you to continue on something, and it's also going to require from you to have a certain response. That response is going to put you in touch with someone really important, because someone very significant is about to enter your life, my gorgeous Taurinis, and this is only the beginning. This is going to happen at a time when you have an important conclusion, but then at the same time, this is the time when your balance is about to be restored. So this is nothing unusual that I'm seeing somebody slowly walking into your life. So for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, most certainly you're not going to be single too much. So for too long now. So first of all, you will see this person and you will be able to single this person out, but most certainly this person will be able to single you out straight away indeed, but you just need to understand one step at a time, my gorgeous Taurinis, one step at a time. It is not going to be that long, okay? I just want to say it again, like, Happy New Year, my gorgeous Taurinis. I wish you the best 2021, my lord. Like 2020, oh God, bye-bye, darling. 2021, hello, you know. I just wish you the best 2021, and I wish you all the best. Most certainly, I love you so much, and thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Taurinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.